All right. Before we get into this week's or this day's, whatever, I do a couple more than once a week, whatever. I'm not cutting any of this. I want to thank everybody for hitting the subscribe button. I want to thank everybody for commenting. I want to thank everybody for watching 30 seconds or more of the advertising. I want to thank everybody for just generally being a cool person. I appreciate that. I appreciate you following along on this journey with me. There's a lot of good, there's a lot of bad. I don't sugarcoat anything. And if I'm having a bad day, you're going to know about it. But having a good day, sometimes you even know about it as well. All right. I'm all out of sorts. Okay. What I learned about myself not writing all week. So to kind of back up a little bit, last Sunday, I wrote and I finished a book by King of the Mountain, Southern Gothic noir thriller. I forgot what I was going to say for a second. 80,000 words. I didn't finish the whole book in one day, but it's been a labor of love for several months. Finished my book. I was very excited. And then I decided, I don't know why, I said to myself, self, because when I'm talking to myself, I say self, and sometimes I talk out loud. Sometimes there's people in the restaurant with me, and they're like, what are you doing? Anyway, self, I said, why don't you relax? Take a week off, okay? That way things line up better. That way next Sunday, which is when I'm posting this, by the time this goes out, I will have already hopefully been writing. Starting my week off of writing. Again, after Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, no writing. None writing. Then I'm going to write Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, this coming week. And what that will be short stories. I got a couple that are just kind of hanging. I got one short story that is due for an anthology I want to submit to by the 1st. I got another one that's due by the 15th of August. So I got time. There's other anthologies and websites and whatnot that I can look at. So going to be plenty of places for me to submit stories to. That being said, I'm not going to start another book, another novel. Not until MondoCon, which happens next week. So Thursday, 3 people will fly in. We'll hang out. Thursday, my wife will make us dinner. We'll hang out, we'll talk, we'll chat. Friday morning, that group, plus another person, plus another couple people, so a bunch of people, will be here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and we are going to write. Friday morning, because I'm probably not going to write on Thursday. Friday morning, first official day of MondoCon, when we sit down, I sit down here, I will be starting a brand new novel, okay? Now, I don't know what the subgenre is at this point. I don't want to speculate. I have an idea in my head. Let's put it that way. I don't have character names. I don't have anything. I have a basic what if plot. That's all I have. And as you know from watching my videos, I'm a total pantser, so there's not going to be anything. There's literally, I have a little pad, and it has the name of the book right now. That name could change. Who knows? And I have nothing else on that page. It's a blank, otherwise a blank page. So, as I start writing Friday, my goal would be 5,000 words Friday, 5,000 words Saturday, 5,000 words Sunday. So, 15,000 or more words over the weekend on this next book, which would be great. And that should hopefully kickstart another book. Because while King of the Mountain, which I just finished, is going to go to beta readers soon, and my wife, who's like my first reader, probably not going to do any of that until after MondoCon. So next Monday. or so. And I look at it and I say, okay, then there's no, I guess I got to set some kind of limit for the beta readers that I need these chapters back with your notes, with your ideas. And then I will look for an agent with this book. Now, while I'm doing that, it's my full intent to write another book, okay? Because a lot of things can happen, and I will be doing videos once I start looking for an agent, okay, and then conversely looking for a publisher for that book. The thing will be, okay, how many agents have I looked at and all that stuff. But one of the things that several people have told me, and I haven't started looking for agents yet. I haven't done anything. I haven't started any of that process. I figure while everybody has the book in beta, I will start doing that Monday. I will start doing all of that work. So that being said, my best bet would have to be have another book ready. That agent might look at that and he might go, yeah, I'll try to sell this. And in the meantime, maybe he doesn't get to sell it. Maybe I don't find an agent. Who knows? But I'll have another book to find an agent. I'll have another book to find a publisher. So I'm not going to be pumping books out like I used to. These are going to be longer books, 80,000 words, somewhere around that range. So that's kind of was the initial idea here. Okay, so far so good. Last Sunday, I hung out with Peter Marsh and Chad Lutsky. The three of us hang out every Sunday morning live on StreamYard, and we talk. We share some funny stories, and then we get like an hour or so of writing in, which is awesome. So we did that. I got to put my socks on. I just took a shower. And I do not like my feet bare except under the covers at night. Otherwise, I got to have socks on. Okay. All the things you learn about me. All the fun, non-insane things you learn about me. So Sunday was fun. I finished my book. I'm excited. Boom, book's finished. I'm going to go make some lunch. I'm going to go watch the Red Sox game. I'm going to go watch random things. I'm just going to enjoy the rest of my Sunday, which I did. Monday, no writing, but I have a Post-it note of things to do. And I was like, you know what? I wrote this list up on Sunday. These are the things I have to get done this week. So starting Monday, I started going through this list. One of the things that I knew I had to do was all of the older videos here on YouTube. A lot of them didn't have the avatar, the what do you call it, with the blue and the yellow, whatever they call that. I'm not cutting this. And I remember was it a wise person? No, it was Frank Edler who said, a lot of your videos are just you like in weird faces and stuff. So I replaced all those. I did a standardized so you would immediately know it was my video. Plus, there was some content within that I was able to do. I was able to do products. So down below under the description, you'll see random products. Feel free to click on them and buy something. I get paid. You get a good product. Everybody goes home happy. So just some minor tweaks to every video. 800 something videos. A lot of videos. And that's not including the 300 something coffee of the days. I'm not doing anything with those. The picture on there will stay the same, but I did go through and updated a lot of them. So looking at all that took me all week. That was a lot of work, a lot of monotonous work. That's one of the things I did. I scheduled a bunch of stuff, a bunch of videos, a bunch of book posts, a bunch of other random things. I have an interview that dropped this week with me about my baseball book. So all those things I had to do promotion. So I did a lot of promotion stuff this week. What else did I do? I watch my wife told me to get a thing called BBC Maestro. I don't get anything for it. I'm not plugging it for free, but I guess I am. And it has interviews. Like Harlan Coben has a course on there. Agatha Christie, believe it or not. Other writers. So I watched a few of those videos, and they were very interesting videos while I'm doing stuff. What else did I do? What is that? I don't even know. I can't even read some of this stuff. Anyway, I did a bunch of posts. I did a bunch of stuff. I really went through my emails, and anything that was flagged, I worked. Maybe one or two I didn't, but otherwise I'm just like, I got to get this stuff off my desk here. You know what I'm saying? I got to get this stuff done. I also did some cleaning up because we got MondoCon coming. So I've been selling sports cards on eBay. My father's stuff for my mom. So my mom has some extra money. So I've been doing that all week. So I did a lot of non-writing things. I did career things, but none of them was sit down and write. And what did I learn about myself? I learned I don't like that. I learned that I need to be creative. I need to be writing. Okay. I think I've mentioned this before. The longest I've ever gone in the last 15 years since I started as a full-time author is a week, me and my wife on our honeymoon 11 years ago. We went on a cruise. I had no phone. I had no laptop. I had nothing. I brought a print book with me, and I read that entire book that week, lounging by a poolside. It was all good. But I was jonesing to get back and get into some writing, and that's kind of where I am right now. I'm recording this on Saturday, okay? Really. So I am waiting to just go to bed tonight and get some writing in tomorrow. I don't even know what I'm going to write. I'll pull up a couple things and let it sit tonight. That then I can jump right in tomorrow, which will be good. But yeah, this is it's just I don't ever want to do this again. I thought this would be a good idea, cleanse the palate, clean slate. Let's start over again, kind of thing. I've been so stressed about the writing and blah blah blah, and now I realize I should have kept writing. I should have wrote all week because I was miserable on several days. The depression didn't really rear its ugly head. A couple of little things here and there. I try to keep busy. I read a lot. There's a book that a publisher wants a blurb for that I've been reading and really enjoying. It's like 450 pages long. I think I'm at 150 pages of it right now. A couple other books I'm reading. So there's a lot of that, watching a lot of baseball. And so for me, I bottom line is I learned I don't like not being creative. And I wonder how I went all those years of not writing, all that time of pushing it down. I think it was just stress. It was money stress. It was being with the wrong person stress. It was having young kids stress. It was all of that and more. And I realized I got nothing to complain about except for my weight, and that's my fault. Literally, I had a couple of chicken patty sandwiches with some barbecue sauce on them for dinner tonight, and then I ate about a quarter of a gallon of ice cream with magic shell on top. So, yeah, I'm not doing all that great. And MondoCon, my wife makes so much food, and she makes cookies, and she makes all this other stuff. So it's gonna be crazy. Okay, it's gonna be nuts. That being said, like I said, I won't do this again. I might take a day here or there. Mostly Saturdays I take off Normally, my wife would have been home today. It's a Saturday. She would have been home, and then Sunday she goes to her mom's for the day. Well, she switched it. Um, so she's at her mom's all day today, and then tomorrow she'll be home. So I'm going to help her around the house. I mean, as little as possible. You know how that is. Getting the house ready for MondoCon. I have to go to a brand new business. They want to carry some of my books. So I'll do that in the afternoon. And really, I mean, in the morning, I will get some writing in. And, maybe when I get back from that little meeting, that soiree, maybe I will get some more writing in. If my wife's not like, hey, do this, this, and this, which will probably happen. I don't have to vacuum tomorrow. I know that's going to happen. So, like I said, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I hope to get some words in. I hope to get some good writing in. I'll be on Monday. I'll do YouTube Live, and I also do Twitch Live at the same time on Monday at noon Eastern Standard Time. What? Oh, you're such a pain. This better give me more views, buddy. Because you are a pain in my butt. This is Maisie. She's fat. So Tuesday I don't have anything. So that hopefully that day I will get a lot of writing in. Wednesday I'll be back on YouTube Live at noon Eastern Standard Time. Thursday I don't plan on being anywhere. I just got to start picking up people at the airport around noon. For MondoCon, this will be the 7th MondoCon. Is it? It is no 6th. This is 6th. Don't get ahead of yourself. This is the 6th MondoCon. So that will be pretty cool. Oh, all right. So I wonder if you pick up you on the microphone. Maybe. So that's that. I'm not cutting any of this part out either. If you've taken a break if you're a writer and you've taken a break like this, did it bother you? Were you able to get back into the groove afterwards? Were you able to pick up right where you left off? That's the goal. The hope is I just jump in and start writing like I didn't miss a day, I didn't miss a beat. And I know the first story I'm going to jump into is about halfway done. So I already kind of know where it is. One of the weird things this week was not really thinking all that much about. I thought about I wanted to write, but I thought about not a lot about each, like the story or the next book. Like I said, I still don't have character names. I have the basic plot, which has been in my head for probably 2 months, but I don't have anything else. And I thought, the whole week all these ideas will be getting thrown in, and I'll write it all down. That didn't happen. Every now and then I would watch television and there would be a name of a person or something like, oh, that's a cool name. If I remember it, I'll use that in my book. I haven't remembered any of them. I know we watched something on Investigation Discovery the other day, and the kid's name was Asher. And I said, oh, that's cool. That's a name of a character in the King of the Mountain book. That was as close as I got. So, is what it is. My wife also said to me, I told her a couple days ago, I said, this is tougher than I thought. And she's like, well, then just start writing. And I had no real answer of why I didn't jump back into writing. It just, I don't know. That's kind of weird, right? I think it's kind of weird. Anyway, so a lot going on in the next week or so. Tuesday, I'll probably do a walk and talk video. I was going to do one today, but I did not because I laid on the couch and I watched a really, really bad shark movie. Jaws of the Shark. Nick Zinn. I'm going to punch him in the face when I see him at MondoCon because he told me to watch Jaws of the Shark. And last week I watched Sharks in the Corn. And I don't know why I listened to him because these movies are just really, really so bad. It's ridiculous. So thanks, Nick. Thanks for wasting an hour and 28 minutes of my day today. It was so bad, it was bad. Like it was just ridiculously bad. Anyway, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for thank you for everything. I gotta sneeze. That's staying in.